our tail of the tape for this, our first fight here, live on CBS Sports Network. Both men are 30. Killys Mota turned 30 earlier this week. Here is the voice, Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Bellator MMA live from Mohegan Sun Arena. Tonight on CBS Sports Network, we get the action underway with welterweight set for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing the blue corner first at 5'11", weighing in 169.4 pounds. His professional record, 12 wins, 1 loss. From Registro, Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting Killys Mota.
Let's go, baby.
And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 6 foot, weighing in 170 pounds even as a professional. 16 victories, 3 defeats, fighting out of Vista, California, Derek "Barbaric" Anderson. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
Mike Beltran, our referee. Derek the Barbaric Anderson was set to fight in Milan on October 1st against Paul Daly. Instead, he gets Killys Mota.
First round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Hell, let's go.
Here we go. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Geico. Derek Anderson in the red gloves, Killys Mota in the blue gloves.
Those of you guys listening at home, we want you guys to listen to this fight because there's a lot of things that you will not be able to hear later on once this pandemic is done. There's corners coming in, there's us commentating, you'll probably be able to hear us, you'll be able to hear the fighters respond. So we need to give you guys a moment to listen to this type of action, and you can hear the punches and the thuds landing against each other.
And for those of you fluent in Portuguese, you will also be able to understand the corner of Killys Mota. Much to my point. 12-1 record, Josh, for Killys Mota.
The level of competition that Killys Mota has fought, though, has not been the same of the level of competition that Derek Anderson has fought.
Without a doubt.
The concern, though, with Derek Anderson is that he is not an active fighter. And the talk and the conversation is like, if you stay busy, which he has talked about this week, if you decide to stay busy, he could potentially be the champion. But he hasn't fought. He's been fighting basically once a year since 2015.
Some of that because of some unfortunate accidents, a car accident, a motorcycle accident, but he told us he's healthy and he is ready to go. His last fight was a unanimous decision victory over Bumba back at Bellator 229, trying to fight off the takedown here early.
Very nice work by both guys. Mota did a very nice job of sweeping the leg out, getting him to the ground. Derek was very calm throughout the entire situation. A lot of chess game going on right now.
What you're going to see a lot from Derek, though, is that you'll see things that you wouldn't normally see from like jiu-jitsu guys or stand-up guys. He just throws caution to the wind sometimes and lives a lot off of his athleticism, John.
That, and he is tough as nails.
I was going to say, and his ability to be barbaric.
Isso, perfeito. Faz ele pagar.
Heavy shots.
Perfeito.
You can hear how, you can hear the thud.
Tá certinho, Killys. Mexe o cabelo aí.
Mota turned 30 on Thursday. Both men opened their professional careers 11-0. Don't forget, you can join the conversation on all social media platforms at hashtag Bellator 251.
Derek's got to be tight. That looks kind of tight.
Can he get it early?
And it's hard to escape when it's not sweaty, John. It's hard to get your hands in there and fight the gloves.
It is, but you can see he's relaxed. Look at the look on his face. You can tell that doesn't mean the Killys cannot all of a sudden apply more pressure. But right now, Derek feels that he's safe and he's trying to just calm himself down.
Mota has finished 10 of his 12 victories. Nice job done early by Derek Anderson.
Já sentiu a força dele.
Mota training under one of Brazil's all-time best, Glover Teixeira. Kyle Magalhães as well.
You just see the relaxation from Derek Anderson.
You saw it even when Michael C. Williams was doing the intro stretch.
Did you? Well, what most people didn't see is when Derek Anderson came into the cage, did a very nice big leap and jump, and he fell right down.
Tá perfeito.
He's hoping that will be one of the very few takedowns that he suffers tonight.
Cuidado esse clinch aí quando sair, hein?
Just get the mistakes out before the fight
Right?
starts, you're good.
Why not?
Isso. 30 segundos.
A lot of feeling out, a lot of different grappling positions that in the totality of it, that series, that nice little leg sweep. Killys Mota has done a very nice job of putting Derek in positions where he's just having to defend.
And he's going to do that as we finish round one.
Tá tranquilo. Vamos arriscar.
Old school, cover the mouth.
Só passar aqui, passa. Passa e pega. Pega.
Good round one for the black belt in Muay Thai, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the Brazilian Killys Mota in the blue gloves, Derek Anderson in the red gloves.
What you guys missed between breaks is Derek Anderson was critiquing himself. I've got to open up more this round. I've got to keep my back off the fence, and I've got to keep it in the center of the cage. It's nice to hear a fighter tell himself in the corner to his corner, like, this is what I need to do, and his corner obviously backed him up.
Derek did say pre-fight, and when we talked to him earlier, that he does not feel like Mota can hang with him for a long period of time on the feet. We'll see if this fight is contested that way as Anderson looked to return after that kick.
Relaxa os braços. Isso.
Anytime you have someone that's returning a big shot off of the kick, it's going to make you, as the guy that's throwing that kick, be a little hesitant to throw it again if that shot lands. So every time that you see Mota kick, you should see Derek Anderson trying
Agora
to
vamos
counter.
trabalhar. Vamos trabalhar. Estamos em casa.
Nice job by Killys Mota to put Anderson on his back.
Isso. Perfeito. Boa! Vamos lá, vamos lá. Vamos lá, vamos tirar essa perna daí, vamos. Isso.
Mota first met Glover Teixeira a little over 2 years ago. Has been training in Danbury, Connecticut with that team since then.
Isso. Muito bom, isso. Isso aí.
You can hear the corner giving a little Khabib, 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 because you see the entwining of the legs with that figure four that Khabib Nurmagomedov has become so famous for. Killys Mota using that same technique.
Tonight after our main event, it's college football time as the Wyoming Cowboys travel to Fort Collins to battle Colorado State. You can catch it all right here on CBS Sports Network.
Dá pra não cair pra frente.
Round two.
Você alerta.
Round one, John to Mota.
No doubt in my mind, Killys Mota won
Cotovelada. Mexe com o
the
cotovelo.
first round. Right now, this one's up for grabs.
What Derek needs to do is just start separating the hands and make space, get back to the center of the cage, and stop throwing kicks. That transition that Killys Mota had where he caught the kick just for a split second, was able to step in on the body lock and outside trip.
Right now, Derek's got his hands together on this takedown attempt, so he should be able to get Killys up, and now he's going to take him where he wants. Nice little walk over towards his corner. We'll see what type. Hopefully he goes away from his head on this side.
Tá ótimo. Agora vamos procurar a grade, qualquer coisa.
Mota kept that arm around, but wasn't too tight for Derek to get free.
Aqui. Cuidado com esse cotovelo aí. Vamos acreditar.
We've seen that when Derek has been on his back, he's been fairly active. He's been moving his hips. He's been looking for different submissions. We'll see what Killys does against Derek now that he's finally got his back on the ground. So we're looking for that arm bar.
Anderson has only been stopped one time, and that was a long time ago. How about 6.5 years ago? The other two losses by decision, 16-3 record for Derek Anderson. 7 wins in the Bellator cage.
Well, the stoppage you're talking about is he got triangle choked, which you're going to see possibly Killys Mota look for that. That was against Marcin Held, who we've known as, that was a very good submission fighter.
Yes. Back in April of 2014. Long time ago.
Not that long, Mike. Please don't do that to me.
It's the same amount of time for all of us, John.
Yeah, good point.
This is where I feel like Derek just needs to cut bait, get back to the center of the cage.
I agree with you. If you don't have it and you don't want to be in this grappling exchange because you're feeling like, well, I don't have it, break off, put it where you think you're strongest.
Anderson, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Stop! Turn!
He knew it right away.
Go over there. Neutral corner. Get over there.
You can take a look at what you're seeing here. Look at what happens, and you see, you're hearing a couple things about 2 points of contact, and you see the shot that Derek throws, but in reality, Killys Mota was not a grounded fighter. He's got one hand on the ground and 1 foot on the ground. He would have had to have both feet on the ground with the one hand to be a grounded fighter. When he was on his knee, he's a grounded fighter no matter how many hands or anything. It's 1 point of contact that doesn't matter. If he's on his butt, same thing. But as he's coming up, you see that knee come off the ground. He is on a foot and a hand. That makes him a fighter that can be kicked to the body or the head.
So this is a legal shot, John.
And Mike Beltran was looking at the big screen as we were showing our replay.
You can see right here, you see Killys as a down fighter. See that knee on the ground? Look at that knee. Look where it's at. It's up. He's on a hand with a toe on the ground. That is a legal shot.
And Mike Beltran just said this fight is over. So Killys Mota cannot continue.
This is the instance where Mike Beltran can go to an instant replay based upon fight is now over. Fight ending sequence, he can go to the instant replay.
And that's what he is going to do while we step aside. We'll come back and let you know the official decision after this. Bellator is proud to have partnered with the dedicated professionals at Hartford Healthcare for all of our COVID-19 testing and screening. For more information, go to hartfordhealthcare.org. The ability to utilize instant replay was done during our break. Let's see what the decision is. Here is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that fight-ending sequence, we've gone to instant replay. The fighter ruled not to be down. Therefore, the blow ruled to be legal. The fight comes to an end officially. 4 minutes, 27 seconds into round number 2. He is the winner by knockout, Derek "Barbaric" Anderson.
Come up, they are off the ground. He has one hand and 1 foot on the ground. The kick by Derek Anderson hits the arm and the head. It is a legal blow. If Killys cannot continue on, that is a TKO victory.
And it is indeed a win for Derek Anderson at 4:27 of round number 2.